don't attack right away. They wait. They learn how you move, how you sleep, how you panic. We thought we were lost in the forest. In reality, we were being hunted.
The forest that did not let us go. I wanted to go into that forest for years. Not for a walk, not for camping near a road. I wanted to go deep. Somewhere without trails, without tourists, without signal. I thought the forest was silence. I thought it was peace. I was wrong. My life was ordinary. Work, rent, sleep, repeat. The idea of the forest stayed with me like an escape, a place where nothing could reach me. In the end, I convinced 2 friends to come with me, Mark and Ethan. Mark was careful, quiet, always thinking ahead. Ethan was the opposite, loud, joking. He believed fear was something people invented when they were bored. Together, we felt safe. That confidence was our first mistake. We prepared for almost a month. Maps, food, gear. We chose a section of forest with no official routes. Even satellite images showed almost nothing, just endless green. That should have stopped us. We entered the forest early in the morning. The air was cold and damp. The smell of rot hung heavy, like the forest hadn't breathed in a long time. Trees grew too close together. Light barely reached the ground. After a few hours, Ethan slowed down. "Have you noticed?" he said. "There's nothing here." He was right. No birds, no insects, no wind. Mark said nothing, but his face tightened. The first night passed quietly, too quietly. The darkness came fast. Our campfire barely pushed it back. Everything beyond a few meters was pure black. I woke up several times, not because of sound, because of the feeling that someone was standing nearby. Every time I checked, there was nothing. I told myself it was nerves. On the second day, we found strange signs. Flattened grass, stones stacked carefully, then bones, cleaned, arranged in a perfect circle. Mark crouched down and studied them. "These aren't animals," he said quietly. Ethan tried to laugh it off, but it sounded forced. We moved on faster. That afternoon we found footprints, bare feet, human. They ran parallel to our path, never crossing it, appearing, disappearing, then appearing again. "They're following us," Ethan said. Mark shook his head. "No, they're pacing us." On the third day, we found a backpack, old, moldy, half buried under leaves. Inside was a knife, spent cartridges, and a notebook. The handwriting was shaky. "If you're reading this, leave. They don't attack right away. They watch. They count." Several pages were torn out. No one spoke for a long time. After that, the forest felt closer. Sometimes we heard movement that didn't match our steps. Sometimes a sharp clicking sound, repeated in patterns. Sometimes a smell. Sour, heavy, like old meat. We stopped talking loudly. We stopped using the fire at night. On the fourth day, we found their place. Shelters made from branches and hides, fire pits, tools carved from stone and bone, skulls mounted on stakes, facing the path. Not trophies. Warnings. "They live here," Mark said. Not were. Are. Inside one shelter we found another notebook. This one nailed to a tree with a blade. They are not savages. They don't rush. Fear is part of the ritual. Ethan swallowed hard. "So, this is a hunt." Mark looked around the trees. "No," he said. This is preparation. That night, none of us slept. We heard breathing in the dark. Not close, everywhere. In the morning, symbols appeared carved into trees around our camp. Circles, lines, repeating marks. "They're counting us," Mark said. "How many nights we last." On the 5th day, Ethan saw them. Human shapes. Far away. Standing between trees. They didn't move. When Ethan raised his hand, one of them slowly copied the gesture. "We need to leave," Ethan whispered. "Now." That night, Mark fired the signal flare. For 1 second, the forest turned red. I saw their faces. Human, but wrong. Scarred. Misshapen. Starved yet alive. They didn't scream. They didn't run. They smiled. We ran. The next day, Mark walked in front. There was a click, a scream. He vanished into the ground. A pit. Deep. Sharpened stakes at the bottom, designed not to kill instantly. We tried to pull him out. The soil collapsed. His blood soaked the dirt. From the trees, figures emerged. Calm. Patient. "Go!" Mark screamed. We ran. His voice didn't last long. Ethan and I moved without direction, only away. They didn't chase loudly. They herded us. Sometimes we heard whistles, short, sharp signals. Smoke appeared ahead. We turned. Another signal. Another turn. "They're guiding us," Ethan whispered. "Like animals." That night, we hid in a ravine under fallen trees. "They didn't kill Mark fast," Ethan said. "They wanted us to hear him." I nodded. Rain came in the morning. It helped us for a while. Then the traps appeared. Snares. Pits. Sharpened branches angled toward paths we were likely to take. They knew how people run. Ethan was beside me when I heard the whistle. The arrow hit him in the side. Not fatal. On purpose. I dragged him. He begged me not to stop. Figures stepped out of the trees. 3. 4. More. They didn't hurry. Hands grabbed Ethan, pulled him away. I ran. I heard my name. Then nothing. I was alone. Injured. Starving. Lost. 2 days later, I stepped into a rusted bear trap. I freed myself with a knife. I passed out from pain. The forest ended suddenly, like it spat me out. They found me days later. No camp, no bodies, no evidence. They said shock, hallucinations, animals. They're wrong. That forest is home to a tribe. They don't leave it. They don't need to. They hunt patience. They hunt fear. And they always let one person go, to warn the others.